This is for the cheap Jeep trailer wiring harness. I ordered this from Quadratech, and it was back ordered for God knows how long, but they actually had it in Amazon. And this is 1 day late, but this is the charger battery pack that Project Farm reviewed. That's supposed to be really good, and so we're going to compare this to the Duralast. Okay, I got the Audew, I guess that's how you say it, thing in the mail from Amazon, and this is the one that Project Farm recommends, and in comparison to the Duralast. So, if you take a look at the technical specifications, here, this says that, let's go by the main thing, the battery capacity is, on the Audew, is, what is that? It's hard for me to read here. That's 20,000 milliamp hours, okay? And this one, this is 59.2 WH, so whatever, I don't even know what that means. And this one is 74 WH, so let's take a look at that. Let's see what that means. All right, so since this one has 74 watt hours and this one has 59.2 watt hours, little Google Meister, watt hour, WH equals watt hour, so 1 watt hour equals 1 watt per hour. So the longer, Google says the higher this number, the watt hours, the longer the battery will last. Now, they don't put everything, they're not comparing the same specs for each one of them, but what I'm interested in is this says that the cranking current is greater than 850 to 1,000 amps. That's the Duralast. It looks like the cranking current, or this one, the starting current, is 500 amps for 3 seconds or 400 amps for 5 seconds. So it actually looks like, although the Audew has a longer just life in general, I don't know how they measure that for watt hours, this actually, the AutoZone one, actually puts out more cranking amps for starting current, but they have the exact same peak amps. This is 2,000 peak amps, and this one's 2,000 peak amps. Now, this is a great case. This is the kind of case I was expecting to get in the Duralast, but did not. So let's see. See, this is really nice. You've got your accessories up here, and the main item is down here. So the case, it's got your starting instructions in there, and here you have your accessories. So already I see that these clamps are much bigger than the AutoZone ones. I'm not so sure that's an issue, or even if they're heavier duty, but the clamps are bigger, which may make it, if for a side post battery, may actually make it more difficult. It does have the smart connector, so you cannot reverse it. If it reverses it, it'll have a reverse polarity light. Green means correct, so the AutoZone one has that also. Now, some extra on here, other than the AutoZone, it does come with the charger cable, which same type of charger cable that the AutoZone one comes with. It actually comes with 2 of them, and it comes with a wall charger. Now that is nice, you don't necessarily need it, but that is one thing that the Duralast did not come with. Another nice addition it came with is this female cigarette lighter adapter. You stick it in here and you can power whatever else you want. So the unit is very slim as compared to the Duralast. We'll compare those in a second. Jumper cable, it looks like this is where you plug this device in. So this goes in right here. Boom. And power button right here. This one came 64% charged. It is not as heavy as the Duralast, and it's just regular plastic on the outside. So the Duralast one, I think, is more durable. I really do feel it feels a lot more durable. So let's hold this light down and see if that light comes on. Yep. So that looks pretty good, just like the Duralast. This has two output charging for USB to charge your phone and so forth. So anyway, again, this is half the price. This is $100. This is $200. Just from the initial feel, the Duralast does seem to be a lot more durable, but the specifications on this are not bad, and I like the stuff that it comes with. And for most folks that are not going to use this very often, this is probably all you need. All right, here's a side-by-side comparison. This is what the Audew comes with. Remember, I like the box. These clamps are definitely heavier than the AutoZone ones. You can see the comparison in size, but I think the AutoZone ones are adequate. The cable seems to be, this says, what is that, 8 gauge? Yep. And let's see, this looks about the same. It doesn't say anything on it, but, oh, wait, it does. Same, 8 gauge, okay. So, now I was wrong. The AutoZone one does have a light on it that turns on. I'm not sure where that light is, but it does not have whether or not it's reversed polarity, but it supposedly it does tell you. Maybe it tells you on here. This one actually tells you reverse polarity on here, so that's a nice feature of that. Of course, you know, it comes with the extra cables. It does come with the wall charger. This does not, but I can tell you this is beefier, heavier, seems shock resistant. If I accidentally drop this on the ground, it seems like that's less likely to break than this one. I think I'm going to... Okay, so the specifications on the box say that the Audew weighs 595 grams, so I would imagine it's pretty close. So let's see what the Duralast weighs. 650. So the Duralast is a little heavier. Again, like I said, a little beefier. All right, I plugged it into the charger that it came with. And as you see, the little display says Type C in, so 64%. It is 12:06, so we'll see how long it takes to get to 100%. All right, more XJ air conditioning saga. So this is not the cheap Jeep. This is my daughter's Jeep. And we're having an AC problem. So I think it's leaking, but it's having a problem cooling. And so anyhow, I'll let you know what I've done. So what I did was I removed this. This is the ballast resistor that goes in this hole right here. Okay, so if you remove that, your AC condenser is up in there, and I use this borescope to take a look at it. And let me show you what I found. Look how nasty it is up in there. So either it's leaking majorly or it's just dirty. But either way, I'm going to see if I can put a UV light up in there to see. But it's hard to see on this camera. Hang on. Look at that corrosiveness up in there. That's on the condenser. Since that evaporator core is going to be a long project, I got to get all this cleaned up to get that Jeep in here, because I'm probably going to be working on it nights and weekends, and it's going to be cold, so it's a little after 2 o'clock. All right, I got it in. So the tear down begins. I will start taking all this apart and hopefully have it done in a month or two. Jesus. So I'm going to change the evaporator and the heater core.